It was a calm and beautiful day in July 2022 in a park in Madrid, Spain. There was barely any excitement until the world champion, Magnus Carlsen, was spotted playing chess head-to-head with the famous YouTuber and woman FIDE master, Anna Cramling. It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for Anna, and Magnus was there just to show off. Magnus is so good that he can beat 4 chess nerds while blindfolded. But what happens when a young and beautiful lady gives Magnus a run for his own money? Sit tight to feel the pressure. Don't blink or you may miss the beauty. Magnus was in the mood, so he played his most iconic move, d4, to start the game. Anna was not late to reply with a cold knight f6. Then, after c4 and e6, among the millions of other things to play, Magnus opted for a knight f3 and then d5, as the game began with a queen's gambit decline. Then, Carlsen went for the Catalan by pushing the pawn to g3 with ideas like bishop g2 and castling. Anna responded with bishop b4 check, and Magnus blocked with the knight. After Anna grabbed a free pawn, bishop g2 was played. Anna then attacked the pinned knight, basically asking Magnus what he would do with that knight. Magnus said, "Huh? You tried to pin me?" and stopped the pin with his bishop. After both sides castled, Anna pushed her pawn just to gain a little space in the center. But c6 was not that great of a move if you think about it, because you need to be careful with your pawn against Catalan, because White's bishop is lasering down a major diagonal. She should have just gone for c5 instead, as it was a bit safer. After a knight exchange, Magnus got good control of the center, and he pushed a4 just to prevent black from going b5. After a5, Magnus brought his queen into play. After both players moved their knight, Anna attacked Magnus's centralized knight, completely ignoring her undefended pawn. She seemed heartbroken while Magnus just smiled while taking the pawn. Magnus then attacked Black's rook with his knight. After the escape of the rook, there was a pawn trade, and Anna knew that this pawn on d5 would become monstrous if Magnus continued to push through. Then there were some basic developing moves and trades, nothing special, until Anna threatened Carlsen's queen with her bishop to e1, which was a bit forcing. After both grabbed a pawn, Anna showed her spirit of taking chances in an endgame against the endgame machine himself, as many top players consider Magnus the best endgame player of all time. Anna placed her knight attacking the centralized white pawn. But excitement got the best of Anna Cramling, as she made a huge mistake not long after just by placing her bishop at a4. She should have played bishop b5 instead. However, after a couple of moves, Black played a4, and Magnus responded with bishop f4. Now everybody, this is the big moment we were all waiting for. Here, if you guys look closely, White's bishop is targeting a rook. An amateur can think, why can't Anna just fork the king and the rook? The answer is simple, because she will just lose a piece. On the other hand, Magnus was saying tactics, tactics, referring to the move knight takes d5. It seems that Anna would blunder a rook, but no, she can just gain a rook back by rook takes c1. Therefore, it would have been equal material, and Anna would have captured White's best pawn along the way. But to be honest, when you're against the GOAT, being nervous is not uncommon, so Anna completely missed this idea. Not only that, she played the worst possible move by playing rook a1, because Magnus would just push his d-pawn, which is supported by 2 deadly bishops. After some basic chess, Anna made another mistake by playing f5, giving the bishop free movement along the promoting diagonal for the d-pawn. Magnus smiled and said that he really liked this move as a savage. After some moves, White moved his rook to a file-threatening mate in 1. But luckily Anna blocked it this time, and then calmly moved her knight without knowing what was coming to haunt her for the rest of the day. Magnus, the GOAT Carlsen, found an astonishing checkmate, nearly causing an earthquake in Spain, with bishop h5 check and bishop takes g6 checkmate. Therefore, that intense game ended, and Magnus Carlsen proved once again that he's not melted by beauty, and he's not scared of any chess masters, man or woman. He is an absolute savage, and he always will be. We surely have one true king.